It was a state-ranked matchup a week ago for the Clay Center Lady Tigers against Riley County. They pulled away down the stretch to go to 4-0 on the season. Now they head back on the road and dip back into the NCKL when they take on the Wamego Red Raiders this evening. Lady Tiger pregame is here, being brought to you tonight by Farmers Union Insurance, Jim Gearhan agent. Stay with us. Our pregame talk with Coach Jeff Edwards is on the way now.
Hey Tiger fans, the lights are on, the team is ready, and the coaching staff has put together a successful game plan for tonight's game. Have you thought about your insurance game plan? This is Jim Gearhan with Farmers Union Insurance. Let us help put together a game plan for all your insurance needs. We cover everything from cars, trucks, boats, and motorcycles to homes, combines, and businesses. We can even help insure your retirement. Stop by and see us at 426 Lincoln Avenue, downtown Clay Center. A proud supporter of Tiger Athletics.
Back on Lady Tiger pregame, joined now by the head coach of the Lady Tigers, Jeff Edwards. Clay Center coming off of their fourth straight win, Coach. A state-ranked matchup with a good Riley County team. And you said it might be a little bit rough and tough and a little ugly, and you guys are okay with that, and you were on Tuesday night. It was a low-scoring game early on, and you just kind of stretched it out there in the second half.
Yeah, and we had a feeling it was going to be that way if I told the girls if we can knock down a couple of outside shots, it would change the game earlier. Unfortunately, it took us a little bit of time to get the lid off the bucket, and, there in the second half when we saw them having to stretch their defense out and guard us a little bit deeper and put pressure on us, which is what we want, the lead definitely stretched out to its largest on the night.
16 points you guys had scored at halftime, and as you said, the lid came off the bucket, and really huge third and fourth quarters for Lauren Lane, Hannah Ferguson, and Sid Calloway. Those three really attacked and knocked down a couple of mid-range jumpers, and it really was the difference in the ball game.
It was, and it was obvious that Harold's Coach Oliver for Riley County, his game plan was to take away the middle. We do a lot of scoring in the middle, and for the girls to come out, and I think we got 36 of our 46 points out of the half-court offense and in the middle. That says that we were still, even though he was really wanting to take it away, we were still able to accomplish our goals. And those three really stepped up, rotating through the 3-4-5 position on the floor, really commanding the high post, and we started to see some of the internal passing that we're used to seeing happening. A lot of good assists on almost all of those buckets. So very encouraging as we get closer here to break.
And as you head into break, you head back into the NCKL tonight to take on Wamego. This Red Raiders team has lost some very close games, and then they were able to get Chapman on Tuesday night, 59-50, and Seeberger has been lighting it up. And we were talking a little bit before coming on the air. She scored 26 on Tuesday, and you said she's able to get it going even against contested shots.
Yeah, and I think the difference in some of the schools that she's seen and some of the other schools in the league is what some teams call pressure defense and what we call pressure defense are two totally different things. So tonight we're going to try to really run her off her shot and try to force her to drive into our help, and just not let her. In all the games that I've seen on the film, she's warmed up and hit one shot that turns into two shots, that turns into five shots. I mean, she gets on these little heaters that it's tough to stop, and that's going to be one of our major goals. Is Sid Calloway is going to lock her down, which is arguably one of the best defensive guards in the state, and we're going to see if we can keep her to single digits, which hopefully affects the rest of the team as well.
I brought this up a few times last year, and so I'll bring it up for the first time, I guess, this year. We talk about your defense, and you're right, your pressure and other people's pressure, two different things. The one thing that I've brought up before that I'll mention and let you kind of comment on is the fact that your team appears to enjoy playing defense, and that's not easy to get in this day and age, it seems like. I guess the mindset of your team is defense-oriented. It leads to offense, and maybe they know the payoff is on the other end because they get to go score when they get the basketball back. But your team really, it appears, enjoys to go out there and work hard.
Yeah, and I would say it's because out of we typically average about 3 hours in practice, and I would say an hour and a half to 2 hours would be on defensive stuff. So we really work on positioning. We really work on forcing to our help. We really work on giving that early help, and then we work on getting the team. Our goal is to get a team to not be able to run their offense, and if they can't run their offense, you'll see them start doing one-on-one plays. And at the high school girls level, when it goes to one-on-one, typically an organized defense is going to win. That was something that we were able to get Coach Oliver to do with Riley County. Is towards the end, he started scrapping his offense, and it became a one-on-one game. And honestly, that's probably the first time in I'd played him many years before here, but the first time that I'd ever been able to get him to scrap his offense. So the girls do like the defensive side, probably because their coach is a little crazy about defense and talks about it all the time. And, you know, when we have a pregame, I fill up the board, and the board is 2/3 defensive rules and defensive, looks and what the other team is going to do. So, yeah, I probably have a little bit to do with that, but I think any coach would take a team that kind of enjoys that defensive side of the game.
Well, they do get after it. It's fun to watch them play on that defensive end. Good win on Tuesday. Back in the league play tonight. Coach, let's go get them this evening.
All right. Thank you, Rocky.
Back with more on pregame in just a moment.
Wish you could be in two places at once? With leading innovative technology from Valley Irrigation and AgSense, you can. It's a combination that lets you keep one foot in the field and one in the action, so you can monitor your pivots from anywhere. Check real-time weather, machine configurations, soil moisture, and more, all from the palm of your hand. And if trouble strikes, receive alerts on everything from stuck pivots to wire theft. So when it comes time to cheer on your favorite team, you can be sure you never miss a play.
See Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
A sense of community is a feeling that people have of belonging, a feeling that they matter to one another, and a shared faith that their needs will be met through their commitment to each other. At Union State Bank, you matter to us in our community. That's why we offer a wide range of loans to help you achieve your dreams. From home loans, agricultural loans, business loans, and more, we're here to help you succeed. We're in this together, and you belong here in our hometown proud community. Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hey, it's me, Weeds. Let me in.
When weeds come knocking, let your herbicide do the talking. Wilbur Ellis is on call with the fall spray to keep those weeds under control. Now is an excellent time to spray, because once the weeds start growth in the spring, they rapidly develop with the goal of reproducing. See Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed, and let us build a specific plan for you and tackle the weeds on your acres.
At Subway, we find that sometimes less can be just so much more. Like our thick-cut oven-roasted carved turkey with no artificial preservatives or flavors. Both good things to have less of. Which brings out more...
This is amazing.
And more...
So good.
Thanks to our new full-flavored autumn carved turkey sandwich, topped with sliced cheddar and our all-new sweet cranberry mustard sauce, our 9-gram wheat bread. A big new flavor from Subway that'll keep you coming back for... more. Limited time only.
Clay Center Tiger Basketball on KCLY is brought to you in part by Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack, Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed, Citizens National Bank of Clay Center, Greenleaf, Concordia, and Belleville, by Republican Valley Irrigation, Ray's Apple Market, Glaven Ford of Clay Center, Union State Bank, TSI Kansas Incorporated Clay Center, and Central Valley Ag. Make the most of holiday magic and new technology with Twin Valley Pulse. Put a smile on everyone's face this Christmas with the fastest internet and a new Fire HD8. Surf the web, relax and read, or check on friends and family on Facebook. With Twin Valley Pulse and a new Fire HD8, you can do it all. Super fast high-speed internet up to 1,000 megabits per second upload is ideal for video streaming, online gaming, and multiple device households. Twin Valley has the fastest internet in the area. Call to learn more about Twin Valley Pulse.
With fall harvest in the bin, it's time to plan next season's bumper crop with oldie seed, corn, and soybean varieties. We take pride in the latest technology. Oldie will be one of the first to bring our family of producers the latest Extend, Liberty Link, and Enlist soybean varieties. This season, if you want to give your fields a big Wildcat first down, plant a high-performance corn or soybean variety from Oldie Seed, proud sponsor of Kansas State football.
Markdowns on the gift section continue at Central Office Service and Supply. All gifts are 40% off. Selected Christmas items are 50% off, and all fall and Halloween items are 60% off. There's also a nice gift being won each weekday until Christmas during our 12 days of Christmas drawing. And our Dutch auction on Facebook features a quality Han office chair with a $10 markdown each day until it's sold. Visit Central Office Service and Supply in Clay Center and on Facebook.
It is a tip-off Tuesday, the final one of this 2016 portion of the season. As we said from the outset tonight, the final game before we break for the Christmas and New Year holiday. Welcome to Wamego. Rocky Downing along with our studio engineer tonight, Bernie Pancella. It is the Clay Center Lady Tigers, the Wamego Red Raiders getting set to hook up. The Lady Tigers, number 2 ranked in 4A Division II, the defending state champions in that classification. They are 4-0 coming into the year, 1-0 in league play after their win at Marysville earlier this season. So a second road North Central Kansas League matchup tonight for Clay Center. The Red Raiders, they come in with a record of 1-4, but they've been close in every game. The only one that really got away from them was Jeff West. They lost 49-33. They beat Chapman 59-50, and they had a loss to Riley County, who Clay Center just beat last Tuesday. That was right at the buzzer as Bethany Krubel hit a bucket to win it over Wamego 45-44. They also lost to Rossville on the road 48-44. And then the win against Chapman, their last outing, 59-50 was the win. Tessa Seaberger with 26 points in that contest. She has really been their leading scorer from the outset and expected to be coming in as the senior on this team and the senior leader. The Lady Tigers and Wamego Red Raiders, a couple of minutes away from the starting lineups here in Wamego. We'll take a break. We'll look at the matchups and Lady Tiger numbers after this.
You work hard to earn your cash. You shouldn't have to work hard to get a cash back rebate. Now you don't have to with the Titan Stash Your Cash program. Save instantly when you purchase American-made Titan Goodyear farm tires now through December 31st. No forms to fill out, no phone calls to make. Just stash your cash. See your Farmers Cooperative Tire branch today for complete details.
Investing in our owner's success. Farmers Cooperative.
A message from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia. Replace your drafty windows with top-of-the-line performance and energy-efficient windows from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement. New windows could save you 25% on your energy bill. Learn more at GeislerRoofing.com.
This is Dallas Hassenbank, and Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has you covered with more than 37 years experience.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
It has been a remarkable year at CS Precision Ag, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for us. I'm Colton Solomon. On behalf of our Ag team, Callie, Travis, and Clayton, we're taking this opportunity to acknowledge those who have helped us shape our business. Thank you for giving us the chance to do what we enjoy. It has been a privilege working with you, and we'll continue to be your partner in the new year for a successful crop season in 2017. Have a safe and happy holidays from our team at CS Precision Ag.
The holidays are a time of celebration and tradition. It's filled with planning the big Christmas dinner, parties, programs, and more. Ray's Apple Market is your local family-owned grocer that can help you through the hustle and bustle of the season with convenient grocery shopping. From fresh produce, quality meat choices, dairy products, and all your baking ingredients, you'll find everything you need to keep old traditions alive or making new ones. Ray's Apple Market appreciates the communities they serve and wish you a Merry Christmas.
Thoughtful and practical, a durable medical item for someone who needs a little help with daily chores is one that will be appreciated for years to come. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy has a variety of products to help someone reach things, getting out of a chair, or for comfort and safety in the tub. There is an item that will fill these needs, make someone's life easier this Christmas. Stop by and take a look for gifts from the durable medical section at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy, downtown Clay Center.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Get the carpet shampoo. Order smoked turkey. I should probably get a ham also. Pies. Pumpkin or apple. Probably both. And I still have to finish getting gifts. This is the most stressful time of year.
If the most wonderful time of the year is turning into the most stressful time and putting a strain on your pocketbook, come see us at United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The L's are looking over your Christmas list, and they're checking our inventory here at Glaben Ford of Clay Center. They're going to make some people happy this year, and it just might be you. We are knocking off $3,500 off MSRP on all 2016 Ford Fiestas in stock. Our sales staff are friendly and knowledgeable, and they're ready to put a new or pre-owned vehicle under your tree. We are Glaben Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life. Rebates are subject to change. Any additional rebates may be available to qualified customers.
Back again, we bring you to Wamego. Here are the starting lineups. 5'3" junior Gwendolyn Schwein goes for Wamego outside. 6'1" senior Jordan Brown. Tessa Seeberger, 5'5", and a senior. And you heard Coach Edwards say they just can't let her get going. And if she does, really, really tough to stop. 5'9" sophomore Amanda Luthheim and Ashley Farrell, 5'4" senior. The Lady Tigers go with Allie Wright-Frederick, 10 points a game for the 5'5" senior. 12 a contest for Lauren Lane, 5'9", and a senior. Hannah Ferguson really coming on the last couple of ball games. 7.7 boards, a 6-foot junior. Addie Mullen, almost 7 points, 2 boards, a 5'4" sophomore. And Sid Calloway kind of doing everything right now for Clay Center. 11.5 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, and 3.5 steals a game for the 5'8" junior. Wamego has the basketball start and promptly turns it over with a travel out on the perimeter, and it'll be Clay Center's possession for the first time on the offensive end. Just underway here in Wamego, along with our studio engineer, Bernie Fancella. Rocky Downing with you on the final tip-off Tuesday of 2016. Wamego goes man-to-man, maybe a little run and jump out on the perimeter. Let's see if they stack it back in. They do stay pretty much straight man-to-man. They did go against Riley County, had to go up against a triangle and 2. Here's Allie Wright-Frederick with the drive, and now she's called for steps in the lane. A little extra hop, got into traffic inside the paint, had to kick it back out, and in doing so, took an extra step before she got rid of it. So Wamego's basketball, Seeberger will walk it toward the midcourt line. Checked there by Sid Calloway. Both teams in a man-to-man early. Outside with it is Schwein. She'll give it off to the right corner. They go to Seeberger. Calloway has that assignment. Just inside the arc up top is Paola. Her shot is strong. Rebound to Hannah Ferguson. She had 8 boards to go with 14 points on Tuesday last week against Riley County. Wright-Frederick, right wing. They go down low. Calloway to Lauren Lane up strong in the paint. The keeper puts the Lady Tigers on top here early, 2-0. Back to the way is Wamego. It is Seeberger with it out top, again guarded by Calloway. Always draws the top offensive player on that opposite side. Clay Center's defense. Now they run a screen for Seeberger in the corner over Lauren Lane. If she drops a tough jumper 18 feet away and down, her first points of the night. We're tied at 2. 6:35 remains here just in the opening quarter. Addie Mullen brings it across for Clay Center. Wright-Frederick, Lane, Mullen with the basketball. Ferguson and Calloway on the court. Lane attacks, drops it down low, trying to go to Ferguson. Now Lane ends up getting the deflection right back in her hand. She's fouled, and she'll head to the free throw stripe to shoot 2. So Lauren Lane made a good dribble drive. Dumped it over the top. Ferguson got a hand on it. It bounced up off the rim right into Lauren Lane's hands. But she went strong to the glass. She was fouled by Jordan Brown. 6'1" senior's first whistle. Lane gets 2 free throws. And the first one is good. She has all 3 of the Lady Tiger points here early. They lead by 1. Lane, 76% from the stripe. Of course, at Marysville, had that 13 of 14 performance from the free throw line. Made her first cherry here. Second free throw is up. This one's also down. 4 points for Lauren Lane. Haley Franson will check in. And they'll give Addie Mullen a breather, and the Lady Tigers set up the full court pressure now. Calloway trying to deny and does. A takeaway on the inbound. Here's Lane in the paint again. Goes strong. This one's strong. Franson, weak side. A lot of contact, no foul called, and the deflection comes off to Paola, and Wamego has the possession going the other direction. Now a double team and a bump will be called against Franson or Wright-Frederick. Both were in the area. It's the first whistle against Clay Center of the game. Lady Tigers lead it here 4-2 on a 2-point bucket inside the paint by Lauren Lane and 2 free throws by the senior. Seeberger has it outside now for Wamego. Lob to the right corner. Paola dribble penetrates. Caught in the paint down low and another steal. Lauren Lane comes up with this one, but lost her footing and had to lose the basketball out of bounds, or it would have been taken away and probably a lay-in. So good defensive play and a smart play not to try to hang on to it too long. Lob comes in out top to Seeberger. Calloway in her mug. Seeberger with a dribble, backs it out between the circles now. 5:54 remains opening quarter. 4-2, Clay Center by a bucket. Out top it comes deep to Amanda Luthi. She has used her dribble near the timeline. Now Faolas turns, spins, kick out left wing. Seaberger ball fakes and walks with the basketball, trying to go quick around the Lady Tiger defensive Allie Wright Frederick, and had to take a step to do so. And now Wamego steps up their full court pressure. Again, Clay Center has the lead 4-2. Addie Mullen quickly back in, and Cranston will come out. Ferguson and Callaway, Mullen down the court. Inbound is Lauren Lane. They throw it backwards to Allie Wright Frederick. It was inbounded on the sideline. Allie in the backcourt with a dribble. By Schwein with a pass to Callaway on the right wing deep. Screen coming from Lauren Lane. Slips that screen. Drives down in the paint. Pulls up. Off glass and good. Lauren Lane has 6 early. And the Lady Tigers out to a 4-point lead. 6-2. Down court quickly in the paint. Brown kick out baseline left. 3-point attempt up short. Rebound. Hannah Ferguson clears her second board of the night. And Clay Center with a 4-point advantage has the basketball back and 5 to work first quarter. Wright Frederick through the center circle. Callaway lob down low for Ferguson. What a look inside. Lauren Lane the feed. Hannah Ferguson the bucket. And an early timeout by Coach Kevin Kinderconnect of Wamego. 8-2. Lady Tigers lead it early here in Wamego. We're back in a moment.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
8-2, Lady Tigers, what a terrific start. The last play was Lauren Lane to Hannah Ferguson over the top. They set a high screen on the weak side elbow, and Ferguson rubbed off it toward the baseline. Lauren Lane lobbed it perfectly, and Ferguson with the finish down inside her first bucket. Now full court pressure again by Clay Center. Up the court is Kinsey Underwood. Now the dribble drive down low goes in by Amanda Luthi, and it's going to be a foul called against the Lady Tigers. Blocking foul, I believe, on Addie Mullen. Let's see who it goes against. It'll be 2 free throws, and it is Addie's first. So Mullen picks up her first foul. At the free throw line will be the 5'9" sophomore Luthi. 8-2, Clay Center by 6. Free throw misses strong. Lauren Lane with 6 early points. Hannah Ferguson, the other Lady Tiger bucket. Tessa Seaberger, the leading scorer for Wamego, and across much of the NCKL, has the only 2 for Wamego thus far. And another rebound for Hannah Ferguson. That's going to be her third already in this ball game. And Clay Center has it back as both free throws were missed. Still with an 8-2 lead. Ferguson, elbow left, lobs it low. Lauren Lane, quick toward the paint, up strong again off the glass. The keeper has 8 and unstoppable inside right now. It's 10-2. Clay Center by 8 points. 4:25 remains first quarter. Seaberger, guarded now by Lane on a switch. Picks up the basketball. Goes right wing and deep to Sydney Hefty. Now out deep around Brown, brings it to Seaberger. Lane still on her, and Lane nearly took it away, batted the pass away. Seaberger with the dribble, baseline, pull-up jumper over Ferguson. High teardrop, no good, Mullen the board. Addie Mullen out of the pack with it, now being pressured in the backcourt. Double-teamed, hesitation move, gets it left wing and deep to Wright Frederick. Allie holds it left. 3:55 remains first quarter. It is 10-2, Clay Center the lead by 8. Ferguson, high post right side, turns, spins, in low, they get it to Wright Frederick. Ball fakes, takes it up, fouled. Seaberger the whistle. Allie Wright Frederick will shoot 2. Hannah Ferguson feeding her point guard, who was posting up. Made a ball fake to the right and then pivoted back left. Took it up, was fouled by Seaberger, her first. That is the team's second against Wamego. Wright Frederick from the stripe is strong on the first charity. Shooting it at 75% from the stripe, but this is the first of 2 here. Emma Faulkner is on for Wamego, 5'4" junior, just coming in. Wright Frederick makes the second of the 2. Aaron Hamill is going to come on for Clay Center. And they will bring Addie Mullen out, I believe. Let's see who they're... Now Mullen will come out. Aaron was getting instructions on where to be at the press, but she didn't know for sure who to go in for it, so they got that information to her. Now we're set to work with the full court pressure against Wamego. Seaberger has it in the backcourt, and the Lady Tigers drop back down to man-to-man. 11-2. Clay Center by 9. Nearly a backcourt on Wamego. Just staying across was Underwood. Now down low, shot block. Aaron Hamill out of bounds to Wamego. The Red Raiders keep it on the baseline, but Clay Center good defense on help side, that time by Hamill. 11-2. Lady Tigers lead it by 9. 3:32 remains, opening quarter. From the baseline, inbound, mid-lane. Shot up, no. Bouncing rebound to Lauren Lane, who had a good box out. Now our outlet pass to Wright Frederick, just thrown too far and thrown away, and the Lady Tigers will turn it back over. Red Raiders will have it just in the backcourt. They'll pass it further in the backcourt to Seaberger, who brings it up against Callaway. In the front court now with it is Kinsey Underwood. Underwood works off a screen right to the baseline right. Back up top, Seaberger beyond the arc. Wright Frederick has her long three on the way, just strong. Rebound tipped toward the baseline, out of bounds to Wamego, to Clay Center, off of Wamego. The long three rimmed out for Seaberger, and she does have the only 2 points for Wamego, but is yet to really get it going. Long pass down court. What a catch in traffic by Callaway. 3-on-2 numbers. Sid all the way to the lane and gets through the shot, but no foul called on Amanda Luth by it. She was able to get the basketball and deny the drive by Callaway. Now the drive inside by Hefty. She goes all the way to the paint. Big collision with Wright Frederick. No foul called. Lauren Lane clears the board. I have Lauren for 3 rebounds along with Hannah Ferguson. Lane also with the 8 points in this first quarter. Now we've got a bump out top on Wright Frederick. The foul against Sydney Hefty, the 5'5" sophomore. Clay Center will have it on the sideline, still with an 11-2 lead. 2:38 left first quarter, and now Addie Mullen is back on for the Lady Tigers. Mullen will inbound. Hamble comes out. Wright Frederick, Callaway, Lane, Ferguson on the floor for Clay Center, who leads 11-2. Mullen out top lane. Lauren puts the dribble down. Right corner, Callaway to the post. They get it to Ferguson. Turns, spins, ball fakes. Little baby hook is up and down. Hannah Ferguson has 4. And the Lady Tigers have a double-digit lead all of a sudden, 13-2. Seaberger walks it up the court, right baseline. Dribble penetration, kick across, tipped by Wright Frederick. You know, Coach Edwards, we've talked with him before, most coaches these days keep deflections, and the Lady Tigers kind of switch off on who's going to be the leader, it seems like, in a ball game, on who deflects the most passes. May not be a steal, but it just disrupts everything the offense is trying to do. Now, Callaway, a deflection on the inbound, saves it into the backcourt. Seaberger runs it down, and now will bring it up herself. Callaway still hawking her. 2:07 to work first quarter. Clay Center up by 11. Seaberger crosses over right, now back left. Can't get a shot away. Out top it comes to Hefty. She'll move it baseline right. Seaberger fakes 3. Step back now, 2 ball up, and it rolls in. That's her second field goal of the game. It's 13-4, 1:50 left first quarter. Clay Center the lead by 9. The basketball up the court. Right Frederick to Callaway. Across left is Addie Mullen. Drives it, can't get inside, lobs it back out to Right Frederick. High post Ferguson. Hannah, one dribble off to Callaway. Sid back out deep with a $1:33 to work here in the first quarter. And Clay Center up by 9. Lane has it outside of the arc, left wing. Mullen fakes the 3. Dribble penetrates. Baseline left. Callaway pulls up, 15-footer strong. Rebound, Ferguson. Stick back, yes! Hannah's got 6 along with 4 rebounds in this opening quarter, and Clay Center back up by 11. 15-4 with 1:10 now left first period. Seaberger drives it left, kick out to the baseline. Viola toward the top of the key. Right side wing, it goes across now. And now back outside. Shot is up, no. Rebound, Ferguson, her 5th. And Clay Center an 11-point lead, and the basketball back in possession. Now they're still in the backcourt, and a timeout taken by Coach Jeff Edwards. 15-4, Lady Tigers lead it by 11 here at Wamego. We're back in a moment.
We are not doctors, but we play one on the radio. I'm Ryan Gearhand from Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed. With next year's spring crops just around the corner, we can write you a prescription for fertilizing your wheat. Proper fertilization is a critical factor in producing optimum and profitable wheat yields. We may need to run some soil tests to diagnose the right amount of fertilizer to put on at the right time. Follow the doctor's orders and make an appointment with Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed.
15-4, Lady Tigers a lead of 11. Allie Wright Frederick being pressured out near the half-court stripe, and just about, did have it back in control, but Coach Jeff Edwards, as soon as she did, called the timeout to get possession, kind of settle things back in for this nearing final possession of the first quarter. Clay Center leading here 15-4. Wright Frederick across the timeline, checked by Emma Faulkner. Out deep to Mullen. Left side it goes to Lauren Lane. Looks back door, tried to hit Hannah Ferguson, and Hannah just couldn't quite get high enough to bring that one down. The turnover back to Wamego. Aaron Hamill in. Lane will get a breather. Ferguson, Mullen, Callaway, Wright Frederick on the court, along with Aaron Hamill who just checked in. Now Wamego will bring it up. Clay Center leads it by 11. 30 seconds remains, first quarter. Out top, Underwood. Around left, they swing it to the baseline. This is Emma Faulkner, and she pulls up and drops it in. Now 15-6, Clay Center by 9 with the basketball. In the backcourt, Aaron Hamill spins, throws it up the floor to Addie Mullen. Down court, Ferguson, Hannah all the way to the lane. Good patience inside the paint. Ferguson has 8. Clay Center back up by 11, 17-6. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. It is Swine at the buzzer. No. Rebound. Hannah Ferguson, 6-4 to go with 8 points. Lauren Lane with 8 in the quarter as well. Clay Center leads here 17-6 after one period. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
Shop small, shop convenient. Add to that friendly and fun. In other words, shop Clay Center. The Citizens National Bank is proud of our retail district. As our way to encourage local shopping, we are happy to offer Clay Center citywide gift certificates or the Visa gift card with no purchase fee through December 31st. These make perfect gifts for stocking stuffers for all ages. Let us help you at the Citizens National Bank, 615 Court Street in downtown Clay Center. To shop small, shop convenient, shop Clay Center. Member FDIC.
Valley Irrigation and AgSense have teamed up to take work and worry off your shoulders. With a suite of remote farm management tools and a digital cell network, AgSense is flexible, easy, and affordable. It even provides cable theft monitoring. To see how AgSense fits your farm, contact your local Valley dealer today. In Clay Center, see Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
17-6 first quarter. That is really good stuff for the Lady Tigers, and it was 8 points early from Lauren Lane, 8 points later in the quarter from Hannah Ferguson. They have combined for 8 rebounds as well. 9 rebounds, 6 for Ferguson, 3 off their 3 rebounds for Lauren Lane in the opening quarter. So they have 16 of their 17. Allie Wright Frederick, the other point, and Clay Center a 17-6 lead here to start this basketball game. And they'll have the possession to begin the second quarter. Addie Mullen to Wright Frederick. Around right it goes to Hamill. Screen from Ferguson, nowhere to go. Hamill gets rid of it to Callaway out deep. Sid directing traffic, and is going to give it outside to Hamill. Aaron trying to go to Ferguson, high post. It's going to be tied up. Good defensive play that time by Ashley Fayola, able to knot up the basketball and get the possession arrow back to Wamego. 17-6 Lady Tigers. Lauren Lane back in here in the second period. Just getting underway. Lane and Ferguson with the 8 early points in that first quarter of play. Seaberger in the front court with the basketball. Outside deep, Lauren Lane immediately ties it up with Gwendolyn Schwein, and Clay Center's going to get it back again on the alternate arrow. Callaway will inbound. The Tigers defensively have been outstanding. That's the Seaberger with 4 points, Emma Faulkner with 2. Those have all come from outside on the perimeter. Here's Wright Frederick against Seaberger. Gives it off deep right side. This is Callaway. Sid, top of the key for Ferguson. Hannah gets it left wing deep. Allie Wright Frederick holds. Moves down low. Here's Lauren Lane posting up again with a left hand foul. She's headed to the stripe. At 8 first quarter points, including a 2 of 2 trip to the free throw line. And just a good deep post up that time by Lauren Lane. Got it down on the block, and all that Wamego could do was foul to stop her from the lay-in on that left side. And Lauren Lane will shoot 2. First free throw is perfect. She's 3 of 3 at the line. Clay Center 4 of 5 at the stripe thus far in the game. 18-6, Clay Center now with their biggest advantage at 12 points. Lane, second free throw. Drilled as well. A 4 of 4 now and 10 first half points for Lane. There's still 7:10 to go here in the second period. Callaway gets her first breather as Haley Cranston is back on the court. Right, Frederick, Mullen, Franson, Lane, Ferguson for Clay Center. As the Seaburger has it and will walk it up the floor. Now Lauren Lane has the assignment this trip down with Callaway out. Seaburger, eye to eye with Lane. Now behind the back, trying to shake and bake loose. Can't. Gets rid of it now. Hands it off to Brown. Now the ball nearly taken away by Lane. It's loose on the floor, tied up with Luthi. Franson and Lane all in the area. And the possession arrow goes back again to Wamego. Defense by Clay Center. They lead it by 13 in the second period. 6:50 remains. Inbounds to Seaburger. Right wing, backs it out beyond the arc. Lane right in her face. Luthi has it out top. Dribble penetrate. Kick out left wing to Paola. Back across Seaburger. Lane still right there. Seaburger trying to get some space. Darted jumper. Right wing, no. Rebound inside. Tipped around. Loose on the baseline. That is going to be off of Hannah Ferguson, who just couldn't quite pull it away from the two Red Raider defenders in the area with the one hand on it. And it ends up going off of Ferguson and out of bounds. 6:33 left first half. And the inbounds play, they find a wide-open Gwendolyn Schwein, who has her first bucket. Clay Center's lead is 11, 19-8. Right Frederick into Lauren Lane. Starts it up the right side, kicks it off to right Frederick. Alley with it across the timeline. Seaburger on her. 19-8, Clay Center by 11. 6:14 remains here in the first half. Ferguson turns, looks low. Back to the right wing deep for Haley Franson, who will bring it out top. Man-to-man by both squads. Both have pressed primarily through the first half as well. Here's Mullen down inside. Can't get the shot. Battles for own loose ball, and it's brought away instead by Jordan Brown. Seaburger up the court quickly, right sideline to the baseline. Bounce pass in low, and a foul is going to be called on Franson. Just got her hands on the back of Amanda Luthi, and that will be the third team foul against Clay Center. Only 4 whistled against Wamego, so not many fouls on either team. No one in foul trouble at this point either, although that is the second on Franson. So Haley picks up her second foul. 19-8, Clay Center by 11. Wamego, though, with the basketball. Inbounds out to the right sideline for Luthi. Lane on her now. Luthi falls, but keeps her dribble and gets back up. Now to Seaburger, right sideline. That ball barely saved in bounds. She'll turn, spin. Blocked on the three by Callaway. Loose ball. Lane, down court. Eddie Mullen, left side. Found a way to get control, and Mullen finishes on a really tough fast break lay-in. Good feed from Lauren Lane. The only thing she could do was get it down the court. Addie Mullen looked like she was going to lose her balance. Somehow got it back at the last second. Kicked it in off the glass with the left hand and placed her up by 13. 5:15 left second period. Seaburger, and we've got a timeout taken by the Wamego sideline. Lady Tigers out to a 13-point lead with 5:14 to work. Second quarter here in Wamego.
If you're ready to take a step forward and work in a positive atmosphere with friendly people, Union State Bank has a full-time teller position available. Duties for the full-time customer service representative include teller transactions and answering phone calls. This is an ideal position for someone looking to get back in the workforce with excellent benefits and flexible scheduling. Contact Alicia Lenhart at 632-3122 for information. Union State Bank in Clay Center is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, it's me, Weeds. Let me in.
When weeds come knocking, let your herbicide do the talking. Wilbur Ellis is on call with the fall spray to keep those weeds under control. Now is an excellent time to spray, because once the weeds start growth in the spring, they rapidly develop with the goal of reproducing. See Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed, and let us build a specific plan for you and tackle the weeds on your acres.
21-8, the start for the Lady Tigers, who have had a really quick push to this basketball game. They led by 11 at the end of one quarter and now stretched the lead to 13, 21-8. Still 5:14 remains here in this first half of play. Wamego does have the basketball. It was their timeout called. Red Raiders inbound out top to Jordan Brown. Now given off outside. Spinning is Underwood. Man-to-man for Clay Center. Dribble drive right side, Sydney Hefty. Seaburger in the corner. Callaway all over Seaburger. We've seen Lauren Lane do the same thing. Both have kind of countered as the man-to-man defense against Wamego. Here's a three-point attempt right wing. No good. Right Frederick the board. Alley, long, down-court pass for Ferguson. Just didn't quite catch, I think, the side of the pass coming away in time, and then couldn't get her hands out to bring it in down court. 4:47 left here in the second quarter. Clay Center's lead stays at 13. Wamego gets possession back. Seaberger relentless in her efforts to get open and get shots. Clay Center's done a really good job defensively. Not many people are surprised that she is going to gain the main defensive attention from the opposition. Here's Wright Frederick down the court as Wamego's shot was cleared by Addie Mullen. Wright Frederick double team, now needs some help. Bounce pass out top looking for Lane. It's taken away, and down the floor comes Underwood. She'll take it strong. It rattles off. Rebound battled for. Wamego with it. Now to the corner, Seaberger. She'll dribble penetrate. Cut off by Lauren Lane. Great job defensively. Now back outside Underwood. Around left Fayola. Midway point, second quarter. Tip pass by Wright Frederick, but it goes in the corner to Sydney Hefty. Now we've got a blocking foul against Clay Center. And now 14 fouls called against each side. 4:03 left second period. It is Amanda Luthi for Wamego, 5'9" sophomore. 21-8, Clay Center with a 13-point advantage. From the baseline, Wamego lobs it out deep. Seaberger checked by Callaway. Right wing and deep is Hefty. Now around left Fayola. To the baseline left Seaberger. Callaway still there. Tried to run Seaberger off some low screens. Now she pulls an open look from 18 feet. She had Hannah Ferguson run on the run out defensively, but Seaberger had some daylight. That's all she needs. She has 6 of the Red Raider 10. Down court pass. Here's Aaron Hamill. And fakes it down low. Now backs it out with the dribble. Gives it off to Wright Frederick. Clay Center by 11 with possession. Down to 3.5 to work. Here's Lauren Lane. Dribble drive. Lobs it. Trying to go down low to Hannah Ferguson. The ball is taken away by Wamego. Red Raiders in transition. Seaberger behind the back. Now the crossover. Baseline left. Now out to the wing. Still with the dribble. Now takes it towards the free throw line. Bullet pass in the corner. Fayola for 2. No. Rebound. Hannah Ferguson with her 7th board of the game. And Clay Center gets it back, still up by 11. But they've been held to 4 points in this second quarter. They had a monster first period with 17 points, and that lead of 11 is still where they're sitting at. Here's Callaway, scoreless thus far in the game. Weave out top. Aaron Hamill shovels it off to Wright Frederick. Alley. Now to Lauren Lane. Tries to attack. Ball got lost for a moment. Hamill has it. Now it's Hannah Ferguson. Ball fake and drive. Takes it up in a crowd. A lot of contact. No foul called. And the rebound bats around and ends up in the hands of the Red Raiders. 21-10. Clay Center the lead. Wamego, though, with the basketball. 2.5 to work first half. And a travel outside on Fayola. Aaron Hamill there defensively. Fayola trying to fake and cross over and did so without the dribble. In will come Gwendolyn Schwein now for the Red Raiders. Coming up at halftime, we will hear from Tiger Wrestling coach Brandon P. Gorsh. We had that interview on Friday. They were getting set to head out to Marion. So I hear what sounds like them prepping for tournament action, but that ended up being canceled. But it'll still give you a recap of the Tiger Invitational and their win against the Red Raiders last week. Lauren Lane out top with it. Turns and squares it up. Looks low. Off to the right elbow for Callaway. Clay Center by 11 here in the first half. Sid out top has used her dribble. Now to Hamill. Aaron holds wing right beyond the arc. Defense comes out after her. Pass to Lauren Lane goes to the backcourt. It's actually picked up by Underwood. She'll kick it off. Shot missed. Rebound loose. Run down by Seaberger. 3-point attempt up, and it's just strong. Rebound weak side Callaway. The Lady Tigers dodge a bullet, and Coach Jeff Edwards wants to talk about it. 21-10. Lady Tigers by 11. Timeout on the floor here in Wamego.
At Subway, we find that sometimes less can be just so much more. Like our thick-cut oven-roasted carved turkey with no artificial preservatives or flavors. Both good things to have less of. Which brings out more... This is amazing. And more... So good. Thanks to our new full-flavored autumn carved turkey sandwich. Topped with sliced cheddar and our all-new sweet cranberry mustard sauce. Our 9-grain wheat bread. A big new flavor from Subway that'll keep you coming back for... more. Limited time only.
21-10, a minute 50 left. The timeout by Coach Jeff Edwards. The ball got loose to the backcourt. It was going to be over back, so Lauren Lane just going to let it run out of bounds. Well, then comes Kinsey Underwood with a drive, and she was able to save it on the sideline. Wamego had a couple of good looks, did not connect, so Clay Center really dodged the bullet there. Now they have the basketball back. Good look. Ferguson goes strong, is fouled. The feed from Lauren Lane. The old 3D position there with the drive, the draw, the defender, and the dish off, and Hannah Ferguson will be at the free throw stripe because of the drive that time by Lauren Lane. And the foul is called against the Red Raiders. It is their 5th team foul. Ferguson knocks down the first free throw. Clay Center is right now 6 of 7 at the stripe today. 22-10, Lady Tigers by a dozen. Their biggest lead's been 13. Couldn't match it there. Lane, though, with an offensive board, takes it back up. No foul called. Aaron Hamill out of nowhere with it, and now a foul is going to be called, and Hamill's headed to the free throw stripe to shoot 2. Aaron Hamill, great hustle play after Warren Lane had kept the first rebound alive, couldn't get the shot through 2 defenders, and then Hamill took it up and was hammered inside, and she gets to shoot 2. And the first free throw is strong. So Clay Center had hit 6 of 7. Now they've missed 2 straight. They lead by 12. 1:37 left to go in this first half. Brianne Wilson in now for the Lady Tigers. Brianne will join Ferguson, Hamill at the stripe, Wright, Frederick, and Callaway. 1:37 remains in this first half. Missed free throw. Rebound comes off to Emma Faulkner. She will bring it herself for Wamego. 1:30 to work. First half of play. Lady Tigers lead 22-10. Here's a drive by Faulkner. It is blocked out of there by Hannah Ferguson. Picked up by Wright Frederick. Then she steps out of bounds trying to get around a double team. Back in for the Red Raiders will be Ashley Fayola. Faulkner will come out. 22-10. The Lady Tigers lead is a dozen. Wamego from underneath their own backboard. Outside it goes to Seaberger. She is guarded there by Callaway. Callaway brings it out top on defense as Seaberger gets rid of it. Now around right it comes. Cut inside to Seaberger in the corner right. Quick jumper up and no good by Schwein. Rebound weak side to Wright Frederick. Alley double team. Now works it up the right sideline. A little bump on her way up there from Fayola. Now gets Fire all the way to the glass. A little Euro step. Can't get it down. Rebound. Callaway battle. Keeps it alive, and Clay Center's got the basketball. Here's Hamill left elbow. No. Rebound. Wilson battles for it and ties it up. Great hustle play by the senior over the corner, and that tie-up will belong to Clay Center on the baseline. Just under a minute to work first half. Clay Center leads here 22-10. They've been held to just 5 points, though, in the second quarter. Wright Frederick to inbound it. Lobs it out deep. Ball nearly taken away, and it is taken now by Schwein. To Seaberger. Tessa Seaberger, one of the premier scorers in the region, certainly in the North Central Kansas League with the dribble against Callaway. She has 6 first half points. Here's Schwein, pull-up jumper, shot swatted by Ferguson, and she runs down to the deflection, but then double dribbles with the basketball. She thought she had gotten away with it. Terrific block, then was able to go out near the sideline and track it down, but had to take a control dribble and then put it back down because she was in her momentum taking her down court, so turns it right back over to Wamego. The second shot block now for Ferguson in the game. Here's Seaberger, screen on Callaway. To the corner it goes. Fayola, ball fakes the 3, back out deep. Underwood fakes the 3. Now Seaberger's got to look for a 3. It's strong. Weak side forward. Wamego comes up with it. This will be Sydney Hefty. Kick out to Underwood, and she drills it. Good shot from Underwood with 13 to work. Clay Center's lead now is 10. 10 seconds left here in the half. Wilson with 8 to Wright Frederick. Alley up the court to Callaway with 5. Ferguson takes the right elbow jumper. No. Rebound in low. Wamego has it, and that will end the first half of play. The Lady Tigers lead by 10 at the break. Stay with us. Lady Tiger halftime coming up next.
Make the most of holiday magic and new technology with Twin Valley Pulse. Put a smile on everyone's face this Christmas with the fastest internet and a new Fire HD 8. Surf the web, relax and read, or check on friends and family on Facebook. With Twin Valley Pulse and a new Fire HD 8, you can do it all. Super fast high-speed internet up to 1,000 megabits per second upload is ideal for video streaming, online gaming, and multiple device households. Twin Valley has the fastest internet in the area. Call to learn more about Twin Valley Pulse.
Back again at halftime, the Clay Center Lady Tigers lead at 22-12, so double-digit lead, good stuff, but held to just 5 points in the second quarter. What was easy, 17 first-quarter points, became much tougher in the second quarter, and again, the lead is 12. Tessa Seaberger leads the way for Wamego, 6 of their 12 points, so half of the points they put on the board. Two a bucket each, 2 points each for Gwendolyn Schwein, Kinsey Underwood, and Emma Faulkner. The Lady Tigers led by Lauren Lane's 10 points. Hannah Ferguson has 9. She also has unofficially 7 rebounds. Lauren Lane unofficially with 4 first-half boards. And then they get a bucket from Addie Mullen on a fast break of free throw from Allie Wright-Frederick. And the halftime score right now, 22-12. Lady Tigers with the lead. As promised, we're going to hear from Coach Brandon Pigorch. We had this interview Friday morning to look back at the week of Tiger wrestling and ahead to the Marion Duels tournament, which ended up being canceled shortly after we had done the interview on Friday morning. But we'll have that for you now, coming up at halftime.
With fall harvest in the bin, it's time to plan next season's bumper crop with oldie seed, corn, and soybean varieties. We take pride in the latest technology. Oldie will be one of the first to bring our family of producers the latest Extend, Liberty Link, and Enlist soybean varieties. This season, if you want to give your fields a big Wildcat first down, plant a high-performance corn or soybean variety from Oldie Seed, proud sponsor of Kansas State football.
In addition to the fantastic discounts we are offering on gifts at Central Office and Clay Center, we are having a 12 Days of Christmas gift giveaway. Each weekday starting December 8, we will be giving away at least one unique gift item in a drawing. We are also having a Dutch auction on our Facebook page on a $500 deluxe Hahn office chair. We are starting the auction at $249, and each day that the chair does not sell, the price will go down $10 until it is gone. While online, visit centralofficesupply.com for all your office supply and furniture needs at competitive prices.
I get a chance to talk with Coach Brandon Pigorch, the Clay Center Tiger wrestlers, coming off of a very busy week that's not finished yet. They're in Marion today with a duels tournament. Coach, let's start with a look back to last night, a road trip to Wamego. You come away with a league win, pretty tight win, and an interesting night. Several open classes really on both sides. I know people dealing with sickness and illness, but it was very interesting to look and see every match decided by a fall in that duel last night.
Yeah, kind of the Panda mentality, I guess. You'd like to be on the better end of that as well, and we did end up on the better end of that. I did, leave a couple guys out last night just with opens. We do have a couple injuries, but I saved a couple kids out for competition points, things like that. But yeah, the kids that we did have go out went out and fought hard. It was kind of a unique and situation in terms of just getting the thing going yesterday and when we got there. But once we got there, it was good, and went out and wrestled hard. Had some really good things happen in terms of had some JV kids step in and then fill roles for us last night and almost came away with wins. I mean, a couple of those matches that we ended up losing last night, we were ahead in. Just kind of got caught in a peculiar situation. Didn't end up good for us. But overall, league win, 2-0 in the league, so I'm pleased about that. And we saw some really good things out of some young guys. We also got senior Jake Wynn back in our lineup, and he got a fall, so it was good to have Jake back. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with it.
2-0, as you mentioned, in league play, it's always a big deal. Let's look back to Saturday. Some really good stuff for you guys at the Invitational. Again, a bit shorthanded with some of the guys you would expect to be up on that medal stand for you, but you take a third-place finish in what is a loaded tournament Saturday in the Den, and really some great individual performances as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Really, really pleased with the team performance, finishing third. We were just behind Holton. It kind of really came down to the heavyweight match. They pulled ahead of us there at heavyweight, and we had some kids, though, step up and wrestle really well over the weekend. Hunter Mullen had a great tournament. Ended up beating the number one kid in 3-2-1A, a really respectable wrestler and a tough kid in the finals. Brett Koppus wrestled well as a freshman, came out and got second, lost a tight one in the finals to a really skilled kid from Marysville. And so very pleased with the performance. We had some guys out. Gavin Ware was not out on the map there for us, but we will get him back soon. So he should be back in the lineup for us here probably the end of January is what we're looking at and hoping for. But as Zeb Bloom came away with a tournament title for us, he did end up losing one match on the day, a close one, but because of the round robin style format, he was able to have the head-to-head win that he needed and the bonus points to get himself a first-place finish. And he had a really nice weekend. So overall, the kids wrestled well, pleased with it, and, something to build off of. And it was a really exciting tournament for the fans that were in attendance. Got to see some outstanding matches. I mean, there were some great finals matches. So wrestling fans were able to definitely have a full day of top quality, wrestling matches, and that's what it's about, having those good teams come in and putting on a good show like that. So it was a good day.
Yeah, good prep for what's to come as you go into break right now, too. And then you have one more tournament today, as we mentioned, as we talk. You guys are getting ready to go into the Marion Duels. I guess give us a look at what that's going to bring for you guys.
We're going to head down to Marion today, and it's a dual style format, so having some holes in our lineup won't help us, but the goal is to get as many matches as we can here before the break. That way, we can make those improvements, gauge where we're at, and then just mat time's really big, especially for a lot of our younger wrestlers. So we're going to go down there today, and we get 5 duels. We're hoping, I know with the weather today, one of the teams in our pool is already pulled out, so we're hoping we can get in a 5th match and tear something up so that we can get that for the kids. But go down there, there's some good teams there. A lot of 3-2-1A schools are there, but we do see some 4A schools. Burlington's there. We never see them throughout the year, and Clearwater as well. So I'm hoping we can match up with them, and hopefully we've had some really good success there in the past, and hoping we can build off that and the success we've had this year and come away with maybe a team title today.
Good opportunity, as you mentioned, to get those extra matches in. Hopefully you do get the 5, and a great way to go into the break, and then maybe a little chance to work on some technique and heal a little bit, I know, for some of your guys as well, which you always look forward to. Coach, we always appreciate the time. I know a busy morning with you guys heading on the road as we speak, as the fans here this evening. But good luck in Marion. We'll look forward to the results on that, and a Merry Christmas as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rocky, and Merry Christmas to you and all the support out there in the community. Thanks a lot.
Tiger Wrestling at Marion this weekend.
If you've got a newer truck or tractor, you may need a newer diesel fuel. That's because newer engines operate under such extreme heat and pressure, they can actually cook your fuel, causing power loss, clogged filters, even engine failure. The solution is simple. Cenex Premium Diesel with a special additive package formulated for the rugged demands of today's diesel engines. Want better running equipment? Get a better running diesel.
Investing in our owner's success. Farmers Cooperative.
A message from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia. Replace your drafty windows with top-of-the-line performance and energy-efficient windows from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement. New windows could save you 25% on your energy bill. Learn more at GeislerRoofing.com.
This is Dallas Hassenbank, and Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has you covered with more than 37 years experience.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
Get our thanks to Coach Brandon Pigorsh. A chance to talk with him on Friday, as we mentioned, heading into what was going to be the Marion Duels tournament. And, of course, that was canceled briefly after we had just finished that interview. So I wanted to give you a chance to kind of look back at the Tiger Invitational from last Saturday and the win over Wamego for the Tigers to go to 2-0 and NCKL wrestling action. They are off, of course, now at the break until they come back next year in 2017. Scoring leaders in the first half here, Tessa Seeberger leads the way. 6 first-half points for the 5'5 senior. 2 points each from Gwendolyn Schwein and Kinsey Underwood and Emma Faulkner. The Lady Tigers, 2 leading the way. Lauren Lane, 10. Hannah Ferguson, 9 first-half points. 2 points from Addie Mullen, 1 from Allie Wright-Frederick. And the Lady Tigers have a 22-12 lead, although they led 17-6, remember, after 1 quarter. And then the scoring kind of came to a halt for really both teams. Wamego stayed 6 points in each quarter. Clay Center held it just 5 points in the second quarter after that 17-point first period performance. Just about ready for the second half. It will be Amanda Luthi along with Jordan Brown, Gwendolyn Swine, Ashley Fayola, and Tessa Seeberger. The Lady Tigers will go with Allie Wright-Frederick, Lauren Lane, Addie Mullen, Hannah Ferguson, Sid Calloway. They're starting 5 back in to begin the second half. Wamego starts with the basketball. 22-12. The Lady Tigers lead of 10. Wamego again starts with possession. Clay Center locked down low. Fayola down in the paint. After the baseline left, jumper up and good by Swine, and the lead's back down to single digits for Wamego as Clay Center's lead it down to 8, 22-14. Right, Frederick, little hot skip on the right baseline. Now dribble penetrates, kick out up top. Mullen, three-pointer on its way to answer. Just short. Rebound tipped around inside and picked up by the Red Raiders. Near steal by Wright Frederick. It goes to the front court. Fayola keeps control of it and hands it off now to Seeberger. Right wing and deep. is Swine. Out top, Lauren Lane, the steal. Now the outlet pass, Addie Mullen. Left hand strong, takes it up and in. Nobody could catch her down the floor. Great defense by Lauren Lane leads to an easy lay-in for Addie Mullen on the other end. Clay Center leads it by 10, 24-14. And now a near steal by Callaway. It is going to be taken away. Ferguson to Wright Frederick. Sid knocked the ball away, and it was going out of bounds, and everyone kind of paused except for Callaway. Went to the sideline, saved it in behind her back to Wright Frederick, and then the Lady Tigers have possession. Here's Mullen, kick out to Callaway. Left elbow is Ferguson. Hannah ball fakes, now hands it out deep to Wright Frederick. 24-14, Clay Center with a 10-point lead in the basketball. Lauren Lane with it beyond the arc. Dribble penetrates. Mid-lane, bounce pass, tried to drop it in low for Ferguson, and may have caught her a little bit off guard, and a good defense also by Wamego in a very heavily trafficked area. Right side baseline drive by Swine, back out to Steberger. So she'll bring it back out top. And the Ferguson on her now on the switch. Steberger, right wing. Now top of the key, it comes to Jordan Brown around left Fayola. Dribble penetrates, right. Frederick cuts her off. Now they kick it out to Steberger. Callaway back on her. Steberger, right wing. Now right Frederick switches off to her. 6:03 remains third quarter. Clay Center leads here 24-14. Fayola, lob down low. Steberger behind the back. Right Frederick, good defense. Outside to Brown. Jordan Brown wants it to guard and does give it now to Seaberger. Right wing deep, Fayola, two-pointer just on the line. No good. Rebound. Lauren Lane battles her way through a rebound. Now racing to the other end and has it picked away by Fayola. And a foul called at the half-court stripe against Allie Wright Frederick. 24-14 with 5:39 remaining third quarter. The Lady Tiger lead is 10. There was a 10-point lead at halftime. Both teams have scored a bucket here early in the third period. Wamego with the basketball. That foul on Allie is her first. And the team's first of the half. Lob down inside. Tip away by Mullen. Picked up by Swine. She'll take it on the right baseline. No. Rebound. Hannah Ferguson. Unofficially her 8th board of the game. To go along with 9 points tonight. Allie Wright Frederick brings it up against Steberger. Stops in the front court. Now turns. Has used her dribble. High post left beyond the arc, Lauren Lane. The drive by Callaway. Shovels it up with the left hand. And the sidewalk surfer has her first bucket. And now down on the other end, Wamego has an injured player with 5:09 left here in the third. Coach Kendrick Connect's going to come out and take a look at, I believe, who is Gwendolyn Schwein. Now she is back up, and good to see coming off under her own power. Does not look like it was a leg, more that she got the wind knocked out of her. So she'll come out of the game, but jogging to the sideline, and great to see that from the 5'3 junior. 26-14, Clay Center's lead is 12. In for Wamego, Kinsey Underwood. As the Seaberger will walk it up the floor. Brings it across as she barks the call out on the play. To the baseline, right, Fayola. Right, Frederick tipped that off of Fayola. No, they're going to say it's off of Right. Frederick touched it last. And the poke away knocks it out of bounds to the Red Raiders, staying on their end, right in front of their head coach and the Red Raider sideline. Comes into Seaberger, right back on the sideline and out of bounds. Clay Center gets possession back on the Red Raider turnover. Lauren Lane will bring it in bounds. Goes cross court to Sid Callaway, and Sid will bring it across. 4:50 left third quarter. Double team. Gets rid of it now to Addie Mullen. Mullen outside deep for Right Frederick. Seaberger really pressuring on the man-to-man. 5 count is on. Allie's going to put the dribble down now. The 5 count will start over. Here's Lauren Lane to pass, a big collision. No foul called, and Wamego's got it back. Seaberger in the front court with the dribble. Left and deep it goes to Underwood. Kinsey Underwood, right wing. Now spinning and driving, Fayola. Kick across on the baseline left. Ball fake by Hefty. Outside to Seaberger. Fakes the 3. Now from the free throw line. Pull-up jumper. Rattle strong. Rebound. Ferguson again. 9 boards in the game for the junior. At 6 foot for the Lady Tigers, Hannah Ferguson. Go on with 9 points. Those points all coming in the first half. Here's Right Frederick, front court. Midway point, third period. Clay Center leads it here, 26-14. Lauren Lane, left wing deep, Right Frederick. Posting is Ferguson. They can't get it to her. Now the steal by Hefty. Mullen pressuring down the court. Hefty takes it up in transition and drops it home. Her first bucket, the lead now 10 for Clay Center at 26-16. Clay Center against pressure. 3:38 left, third period. Allie Wright-Frederick brings it up the court against Seeberger and across to the timeline. Now stops, left wing deep Mullen. Top of the key, it goes to Anna Ferguson. Around right to Wright-Frederick. Allie holds there. Now brings it out to the point. Calloway, ball fake, kick out, looking to go to Addie Mullen. It's taken away by Sydney Hefty. Wright-Frederick gives chase. Hefty's laying, no, rebound. Mullen, she is tripped as she comes out of the pack. And the foul against the Red Raiders will give place into the basketball. Still with a 10-point lead and 3:14 left, third period. Length of the floor to go for the Lady Tigers. Wamego bringing in two substitutes from the sideline. Freshman Aubrey Alexa, and then also, or Alexandra, I should say, and then also checking in is Emma Faulkner. Full court pressure on. Addie Mullen to Lauren Lane in the backcourt, and she can bring it herself. She starts up the floor, now stops, gets rid of it at the half-court line to Calloway, to Ferguson. Now back outside deep for Wright-Frederick, who is pressured outside by the freshman, as mentioned, just coming into the game. Lob down low, Ferguson up and good. Anna Ferguson with 11 now, and a timeout by Coach Jeff Edwards. The Lady Tiger lead has gone back to a dozen. You're listening to Lady Tiger basketball on KCLY.
It has been a remarkable year at CS Precision Ag, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for us. I'm Colton Solomon. On behalf of our Ag team, Callie, Travis, and Clayton, we're taking this opportunity to acknowledge those who have helped us shape our business. Thank you for giving us the chance to do what we enjoy. It has been a privilege working with you, and we'll continue to be your partner in the new year for a successful crop season in 2017. Have a safe and happy holidays from our team at CS Precision Ag.
Families look forward to the holidays. It's a time to gather, to enjoy friends, create new memories, and continue time-honored traditions that make Christmas special. It's a busy season, and Ray's Apple Market is here to help you prepare for the wonderful dinners of the holiday. From the everyday staples to specialty items for family recipes that will be passed down generation to generation. Cherish this time together. Ray's Apple Market will be there when you need them.
28-16, the lead is 12 for Clay Center. 2:52 remains here in the third quarter, as Clay Center led by 10 at halftime. Their biggest lead was 13 in the second quarter, and their lead is 12 right now. 2:52 left, third quarter. Freshman Aubrey Alexander brings it up the floor for Wamego. Across the timeline, looks right, now left. Wright-Frederick pressuring. Now she's picked up her dribble. Ball tipped away by Ferguson. Picked up, though, by Amanda Luthi. And around left it goes to Kinsey Underwood. Backdoor look, trying to go to Faulkner across the lane, and it's thrown away. Clay Center will have it back, still with a 12-point lead, and now the basketball in their hands. Lauren Lane on the sideline, almost to the baseline, brings it in to Addie Mullen through two defenders. Now 2-on-1 numbers. Mullen, cross paint, Ferguson, ball fake, steps up, knocks it down. She has 13. Anna Ferguson with 13, and Clay Center their biggest advantage. 14 points now at 30-16. Left sideline with it. Skip pass, Faulkner drives, kick out. The freshman Alexander, lefty up, no good. Long rebound, tracked down by Lauren Lane. One-on-one numbers, now crosses over in a crowd, stops, tries to get control, ball beaten out of her hands, and a foul's going to be whistled. Lauren Lane with a smile to the sideline, and her head coach, Jeff Edwards, glad to hear the whistle call. She was kind of getting banged around there. Basketball goes out of bounds to Clay Center on the baseline. The foul was on sophomore Sydney Hefty, her third. Seeberger got a good breather here in the third period. She's back on now. Wright-Frederick to inbound it from the Lady Tiger baseline. They bring it into lane. Lauren backs her way in the paint, takes it up with great control. She now has a dozen, and Clay Center suddenly has doubled up Wamego 32-16. Backdoor look, Alexander to Seeberger, cross paint. It's picked off by Calloway. Sid, down court. Lauren Lane on the money. Lay-in is a foul called. It'll be free throws coming for Lauren Lane. Terrific pass from Sid Calloway, racing up the right sideline with the dribble. Through an over-the-shoulder pass that went right on the money, right in the breadbasket to Lauren Lane, who took it strong and was fouled. And she gets a chance to step to the line to shoot two. And the first free throw rims off. She had hit 4 of 4 in the first half. Misses here. the first free throw attempt for either team in the second half of play. Minute 44 remains, third quarter. Third team foul now against Wamego. One has been whistled against the Lady Tigers. Lane with 10 points and making 11 as she buries the free throw. Correction, 13 points. She had 10 in the first half. 13 now in the game. 33-16. The lead's gone to 17, and Alexander called for a carry of the basketball. The freshman, who is a left-handed dominant player, but really handles the ball well for a freshman. But she wears number 1. That was kind of an and-one move. If you watch those guys play, really went high and took it a step or two as she tried to dribble past the defender. Here's Callaway in the front court. 90 seconds left here in the third period. Lady Tigers by 17. Allie Wright Frederick, Ferguson, ball fake, steps in, takes it up, off glass, no. Rebound, weak side. Callaway back up, and yes! The sidewalk surfer now has 4. And I haven't kept individual rebounds for Callaway. She has got to be way up there again tonight. She averages at 7 rebounds a game. Shot on the right baseline is missed strong. Rebound to Wamego, falling out of bounds. They're able to save it off of Sid Callaway, and so the Red Raiders will keep it on the baseline. Brianne Wilson, Haley Franson in for Clay Center. Hannah Ferguson, Allie Wright Frederick, and Sid Callaway stay on the floor. 1:06 remains here in the third. Clay Center leads it by 19 now. Seeberger, left wing, guarded by Franson. Backs it out between the circles. 1 minute left, third period. Now it's Swine out top to Brown. Right wing, Seeberger. Doesn't take the look at 3. Instead goes down low. Underwood, good look inside, and Kinsey Underwood has 4. 48 to work. Clay Center leads at 35-18, a lead of 17 points, nearing the end of the third. Wright Frederick stops on the wing left to Callaway. Ferguson, right elbow, ball fakes, dribble drive, kick out. Callaway, 3-ball, just short. Rebound to Brianne Wilson. Saves it back in, but it goes to Wamego. Good offensive board, though, by the senior. But her save-in as she was being pushed out of bounds was taken away by the Red Raiders. Now the pass to the paint. Ferguson, great hustle play on the floor, and it will go out of bounds to, they call this on Wamego. It'll be Clay Center's basketball. Length of the floor to go. They said that was on Wamego. Yeah, so it should be Clay Center's basketball, and it is. The foul was on Gwendolyn Twine, her second. 20 seconds left. Full court pressure now for Wamego. Franson brings it in right sideline to Hannah Ferguson, right back to Haley. 16 to work. Franson will work it up across the timeline. Down to 13. Now hands it off to Allie Wright Frederick with 10. Now with 9, 8, 7, 6. Franson, 4, 3, 2. Brianne Wilson will get it up at the buzzer, just off the front iron. Headed to quarter 4. The Lady Tigers have stretched the lead. They're up 35-18 going to the fourth.
Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy is giving away turkeys. Each Saturday from now until Christmas, Patterson's is giving away 5 turkeys at each of their locations in Clay Center, Abilene, and Salina. That's 5 turkeys at each store each Saturday. How can you win one, you may ask? Just come in and register each week so your name will be in the weekly drawings. You don't have to be present to win. This is Patterson's way of saying thank you for your business throughout the year.
It's starting a business. It's buying your first house. It's purchasing machinery or livestock for your operation. United Bank and Trust is a community bank focused on the needs of local families, businesses, and farmers. We're committed to customer relationships and understand that one-on-one engagement is a valuable distinction. Together we stand strong, united, and will continue to keep our local communities vibrant and growing. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Lady Tigers stretch this lead out to 17 points going to the final 8 minutes, 35-18. So they scored 17 first quarter points, held to 5 in the second period, come right back out and put big numbers up in that third quarter, and have stretched the lead out to 17 points. And they open up with the basketball now in this fourth period. Allie Wright Frederick, Addie Mullen, Sid Callaway, Hannah Ferguson, and Lauren Lane on the court. Lane has it out top. Ferguson backdoor cut wasn't there. Now Lane will dribble penetrate. Ball stripped away for a moment. Now loose. Ferguson had it. Now Lane picks it up in the paint. Now it's stripped away. Seeberger is down for Wamego during all this mess that was going on from both teams, kind of slapping it out of each other's hands. It appears they will need to come out and 10 to Tessa Seeberger, the Red Raiders' leading scorer. We'll break as well. Injury time out here in Wamego. Stay with us. We're back with more in just a moment.
It's a car, it's a truck, it's an SUV. Whatever it is, Santa is driving it into your driveway this Christmas. And by the looks of it, he got it from Glaven Ford of Clay Center. Like this 2015 Ford Edge Titanium for $25,995, or this 2013 Ford Explorer Limited full-wheel drive for only $24,995. Save thousands of dollars and shop us online at GlavenFordofClayCenter.com to see what you can put on Santa's list this year. We are Glaven Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life.
Well, Seeberger was able to walk off on her own power. She's a little shaken on the sideline with her head down, but now Wamego turns it over just as they cross the half-court stripes. The Clay Center has it back with a 17-point lead. Addie Mullen racing up the left side, has Ferguson down there as well. Addie goes strong, bumps the floor. The foul will be against Schwein. Addie Mullen's headed to the stripe to shoot 2. 4 points each from Mullen and Callaway, 13 each from Lauren Lane and Hannah Ferguson, 1 free throw from Wright Frederick. The Lady Tiger defense and the way they've shared the basketball tonight, impressive once again. Addie Mullen to shoot 2 at the line. First free throw rims home. She has 5 now. Averaging almost 7 a game on the season. 36-18. Second free throw from the lefty is perfect this time. First one rimmed around and got the friendly roll. This one splashes right through. 37-18, Clay Center the lead. 7:24 just underway in the fourth quarter. Right side wing, Fayola with it. Mullen near steal. Fayola gets it back, keeps the dribble, now travels with the basketball. Ran into a double team. She was forced to the baseline by Mullen. Then Sid Callaway, just terrific help side defense, allowed Fayola nowhere to go with the basketball. And Clay Center has it back. Right Frederick from behind, stripped away and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Tigers. They'll have it front court on the sideline. Mullen will inbound. She goes high post to Sid Callaway. Sid starts the dribble drive, goes to Lauren Lane, battle for the loose ball, picked up by Wamego. Now up the floor will come Faulkner to the corner, Schwein, out top and deep Underwood, around left, and it's picked off by Callaway. 2-on-1 the other way. Sid all the way to the glass. Fingertip roll is good. Both players go to the ground. No foul called, and Callaway has 6. And the biggest lead now of the game has gone to 21 points. And again, a turnover forced by Addie Mullen. She won't get a steal on the last couple of times defensively. The last time Callaway came help side defense and forced the travel, or helped force it. This time Mullen all on her own. Now against pressure. Right Frederick into the front court, left side. Stops on the wing left. 6:38 to work. Clay Center's lead is 21, and they have possession. Right Frederick out deep. Here's Mullen. Right wing to Lauren Lane. Lane hands it off to Franson. Haley stops now between the circles up top. To Lane at the high post left. Works it right. Wing right. Right Frederick had a look for 3. Didn't want it. With a 21-point lead. Clock ticking here in the fourth quarter. 6:15 to work. Lauren Lane with it. Hands it off now to Mullen. Addie will attack the glass. Shovels it up off the window. No good. Rebound comes off to Wamego. Good move on the right side, but Mullen just couldn't get the finish. And now a foul called on the shot by Fayola and a chance at a 3-point play for the Wamego Red Raiders senior guard. It's her first bucket of the night, and fouled by Mullen. A chance at the old-fashioned triple. 6:01 left. That foul on Mullen, her third. And at the free throw line, Fayola to try to complete a 3-point play. 39-20, Clay Center. Free throw up and free throws down. 39-21, the 6 to work. Allie Wright Frederick up the right sideline. The sniper takes it toward the paint, spins, backs it out. Now keeps the dribble, 5:52 and ticking here in the fourth. Clay Center leads it by 18 points. Lauren Lane, high post left. Turns, squares it up, looks low, hands it off to Haley Franson. Haley outside to Mullen. Addie across the lane. Lauren defended well, but squares it up again, gets it to Callaway. Kick out left baseline. Wright Frederick's 3. The sniper drills it. Allie Wright Frederick knocks it down left wing. The kick out from Callaway. and the lead back to 21, 42-21. They've doubled up the Red Raiders again. Baseline left, Viola. Good head and shoulder fake. Gets to the paint, fires it toward the ring, out of bounds to Clay Center. 42-21. Now they said out of bounds off Wamego, and now they're going to say it is off of Clay Center, and it was not the shooter who touched it last. 5:19 remains here in the fourth. Anna Ferguson back in as Lane comes out. Lauren with 13 points. Aaron Hamill on. Addie Mullen will come out of the game. So Ferguson, Mullen, Franson, Callaway, and Wright Frederick on the court. Wamego with the basketball from their own baseline. Viola at inbound, lobs it out deep. Alexander works right side, hands it off to Viola. Now the kick out top, Underwood. Back to Alexander, takes the three, steps in, pulls the 16-footer and down. The freshman knocks it home. Her first bucket of the night, first points of the night. The Clay Center lead is 19. Still 5 minutes remain. Callaway up the court. Hannah Ferguson brings it across with the dribble, works it right side, holds, stops, and out deep to Wright Frederick. Alley will work against Kinsey Underwood. High post left side is Callaway. Sid looks high post right side now near the elbow. Ferguson rips it through, gets it down below the bucket, and can't quite get it to finish. A lot of contact. No foul called, and now Hannah's going to pressure in the backcourt. Back to the way will come Wamego. And Wright Frederick tipped it right to Viola, and her lay-in, no. Rebound Ferguson. I have her for 10 now. That would be a double-double again on the night for Hannah Ferguson. 13 points, unofficially 10 rebounds to go along with it. Clay Center back with the basketball. Wright Frederick toward the lane on the move. Lay-in, no. Ferguson fouled on a stick back. Another rebound, this time on the offensive end. Allie made a great move on the right side. The dribble drive got her to the lane, and on the run had to make a long stretch on the lay-in. Came off strong with a rebound weak side to Ferguson. Hannah with 2 free throws coming. And the first one is in. And is 2 for 3 at the line, shooting at 60% from the stripe coming into the game. She now has 14 points, 11 rebounds. Make it 15-11 as she buries both free throws here. Callaway out with 4:15 to work, and Clay Center up by 21. Brian Wilson is. You have Franson, Hamill, Wilson, Ferguson, Wright, Frederick out there. Wamego with the basketball. Out deep at the point is Luthi. Drops to the right baseline. Viola, pull-up jumper, 15-footer no. Rebound weak side to Haley Franson. Under 4 to work, Clay Center leads by 21 with the basketball. Wright Frederick, front court. Right baseline, hesitation move, slides it underneath, tried to go to Ferguson. Ball got loose, picked up by Wamego. Now Hannah is going to be called for a reach-in foul in transition. Basketball out of bounds to the Red Raiders. That'll be the third team foul on Clay Center in the half. 6 whistled against Wamego thus far in the second session. Red Raiders basketball. Clay Center a lead of 44-23. Hall of Fame inductions coming up in between these two games for Wamego, so there's a big crowd on hand already. It has been really through most of this girls' game. There's a shot by Alexander inside. Guess who got the board? Hannah Ferguson. And that'll allow Allie Wright Frederick to walk it down, let that clock tick a little more. 3:27 left in the fourth. The sniper has it out top to Aaron Hamill. Right side wing, kick out to Haley Francis. She'll stop at the free throw line. Now double teamed and a jump ball. The arrow does go to Wamego. Tiger boys coming up after those Hall of Fame ceremonies take place here in Wamego. Here's the Red Raiders up the floor. Brianne Wilson near steal. The drive by Sydney Hefty. Kick across to Swine. Alexander. Freshman backs it out with a dribble. 3:04 left. Now Swine to Underwood. Around right it goes to Hefty. Now the lob inside. Good look by Haley Francis defensively to cut from the high post right, the right elbow area down the left block and get to the passing lane and knock it out of bounds. 44-23. Pass comes in to the corner. Good head and shoulder fake and drive, and foul called against the Lady Tigers with a 21-point lead. Wamego will head to the free throw line. So Amanda Luthi will be the shooter for Wamego. 2 free throws coming. Foul was on Erin Hamill, her first. Luthi knocks in her first point tonight. She's 1 of 3 at the line. Lauren Lane back in. Hannah Ferguson comes off. Clay Center's lead is 20 points with 2:52 left here in the fourth. JV game ran a little late earlier. That's Clay Center winning that one 56-41. Now the free throw misses. The rebound to Brianne Wilson for the Lady Tigers. 44-24. Wright Frederick walks it up the floor against Alexander, the freshman. Stops. High post to Lane. Backdoor look. Here's Erin Hamill. Slides underneath. Bucket good, and a chance at a three-point play for the sophomore. The feed that time, right elbow from Lauren Lane, just dropped it off, and Erin Hamill, through contact, able to get it up off the rim and get it to roll in, and has a chance now to three-point play. The foul was on Amanda Luthi. It's her fourth. Allie Wright Frederick coming off. Clay Center's lead is 22, and at the line is Erin Hamill trying to get the hoop and harm. Free throw is rimming off. Rebound away to Luthi. 46-24. Down court pass along with the Sydney Hefty. Drops it off in the lane to Kinsey Underwood, and she gets the bucket home. She has 6. Clay Center leads it by 20. 2:23 left. Brianne Wilson, Lauren Lane. Lauren will bring it herself. Top of the key. Free throw line. Stops. Kick out. Mullen. Addie backs it out. 46-26. Lady Tigers looking to go to 2-0 in the NCKL. Their 5th win on the season. Hamill, right elbow. Fakes it. Doesn't take it. Backs it out to run clock. Now gives it off to Lauren Lane. Lane, top of the key. Right side wing. Franson. She'll fake it and back it out as well to run clock. We're under 2. 46-26. Pass to Lauren Lane loose. Erin Hamill kept it alive. Now loose again. Now a mad scramble to the baseline. And we have a out of bounds, they say, off of Clay Center. They'll give it to Wamego. That could have gone to anybody. There could have been fouls called either way. And the officials saying, let's let them play on it. A quick contest. It looked like a blocked field goal in the blocked punt in the end zone. Addie Mullen, what a steal, and then walks the tightrope to keep it in bounds with the dribble and give it off to her teammate Erin Hamill. Clay Center has possession again, leading by 20. That last scramble, though, toward the baseline on the other end, there's a lob down low. Mullen looking for Lauren Lane and just overthrew a touch. Lane trying to make sure she stayed in bounds to get the catch and couldn't quite connect on it. 46-26, a minute 26 left here in the ball game. Clay Center with the 20-point lead. Wamego across the timeline to Underwood. Backdoor look inside. Here's Hefty, and she's fouled. It'll be a chance at a three-point play for Sydney Hefty. She has 4 now, and we'll get a free throw coming here with a minute 17 to work, fourth quarter. Minute 17 to work. Lady Tigers will take on a state-ranked Concordia team next time on the floor on that first Tuesday back after the break, first Tuesday in January. FD does make the first free throw here. Clay Center against pressure. Erin Hamill, ball fake and drive. She's got numbers. Cross paint to Franson. Haley takes it up in the crowd. She gets it in with the left. Little spin action on the shot to get it to kiss home, and a chance at a three-point play. The feed coming from Erin Hamill. Haley made sure the contact got to her, then put it up with the left hand, a little nice spin on it to get it to bank in, and Clay Center leads 48-29, and Franson will have a chance here at the stripe for the old-fashioned three. Sophomore's free throw is rimming in. She's got her first points of the night. Now Janessa Wickersham will come on for Clay Center. Addie Mullen will come out. So Wickersham, Franson, Campbell, Lane, and Wilson on the court right now for the Lady Tigers. A minute 8 to work. They lead by 20. Alexander, right wing deep. Hefty, skip pass, baseline left. Faulkner pulls a jumper, and she knocks it in. Emma Faulkner has 4 points. 49-31, under a minute to go. Wickersham in the front court. Crosses over against Alexander, now backs it out between the circles. Pressure coming with 48. She gathers control. Now high post Lauren Lane tried to go backdoor to Franson. It's taken away by the Red Raiders. Now up the floor with it is Faulkner. To Alexander, 36 to work. Right baseline it goes to Hefty. Clay Center stays man-to-man. 32 seconds left here. The drive down low, up and miss. Franson the board. Clay Center pushing it with 26 to work. Now Haley backs it out. Franson goes right and deep with 18 to Wickersham. Clay Center by 18. Janessa Wickersham pressured by Alexander. 10 seconds. Gets rid of it near the half-court stripe to Lauren Lane. Down to 8. Now 7. She'll hold. No 5 count. And Wamego will not pressure. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. And that is going to do it. The Lady Tigers are 5-0. 2-0 in league play. They win it tonight, 49-31. Stay with us. Postgame will be coming up in just a few.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
We are not doctors, but we play one on the radio. I'm Ryan Gearhand from Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed. With next year's spring crops just around the corner, we can write you a prescription for fertilizing your wheat. Proper fertilization is a critical factor in producing optimum and profitable wheat yields. We may need to run some soil tests to diagnose the right amount of fertilizer to put on at the right time. Follow the doctor's orders and make an appointment with Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed.
Shop small, shop convenient. Add to that friendly and fun. In other words, shop Clay Center. The Citizens National Bank is proud of our retail district. As our way to encourage local shopping, we are happy to offer Clay Center citywide gift certificates or the Visa gift card with no purchase fee through December 31st. These make perfect gifts for stocking stuffers for all ages. Let us help you at the Citizens National Bank, 615 Court Street in downtown Clay Center. To shop small, shop convenient, shop Clay Center. Member FDIC.
From truck and trailer tires to oil changes, brakes, electrical work, and more, TSI Kansas has you covered for your medium and heavy-duty trucks and trailers. With our new diagnostics computer, along with our experienced mechanics, we can diagnose and repair your trucks and trailers to keep you on the road. To schedule your next appointment, call TSI Kansas at 632-5183 or stop by 612 West Court Street.
49-31 is your final here. The Lady Tigers moved to 5-0, now 2-0 in the NCKL. And we are going to take another quick timeout. They are getting set for their Hall of Fame inductions here. Another 2-minute timeout. We're back in a moment.
With fall harvest in the bin, it's time to plan next season's bumper crop with oldie seed, corn, and soybean varieties. We take pride in the latest technology. Oldie will be one of the first to bring our family of producers the latest Extend, LibertyLink, and Enlist soybean varieties. This season, if you want to give your fields a big Wildcat first down, plant a high-performance corn or soybean variety from Oldie Seed, proud sponsor of Kansas State football.
Make the most of holiday magic and new technology with Twin Valley Pulse. Put a smile on everyone's face this Christmas with the fastest internet and a new Fire HD 8. Surf the web, relax and read, or check on friends and family on Facebook. With Twin Valley Pulse and a new Fire HD 8, you can do it all. Super fast high-speed internet up to 1,000 megabits per second upload is ideal for video streaming, online gaming, and multiple device households. Twin Valley has the fastest internet in the area. Call to learn more about Twin Valley Pulse.
Farmers Cooperative is your go-to place for agronomy, lubricants, energy, feed, and on-the-farm Mr. Tire service. We're your extra set of wheels, your hired help, your partner to get the job done. With our Mr. Tire service, trucks and multiple lines of products from companies that stand behind performance. Farmers Cooperative is right by your side, ready to serve you. See your Farmers Cooperative Tire branch today.
Investing in our owners' success. Farmers Cooperative.
We all like shopping for gifts, but what we really like is getting everything on our list all in one place. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack is your one-stop gift headquarters. You can print off your digital photos to include in your Christmas cards or make photo gifts for faraway friends and relatives. There's an assortment of candles, toys, electronics, jewelry, and homemade fudge. Fudge? Oh yeah, that's for me. Don't forget the batteries at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack in Clay Center.
Back once again, we bring you your Clay County National Bank post-game show. The Clay Center Lady Tigers moved to 5-0, now 2-0 in the NCKL after a 49-31 winner here on the road against the Wamego Red Raiders. And really defense dominant once again. It's what they build themselves around. They allow 6 points in quarter one, 6 points in quarter two, 6 points in quarter three. That gives you some idea of what they are capable of doing. They allowed 13 points in that final quarter down the stretch. But the Lady Tigers were held to 5 points, remember, themselves in the second quarter, but then came right back and dominant throughout the remainder of the basketball game to stretch the lead out to 17 points in the third period, and eventually had the lead up to 22, and will win it here by 18, 49-31. Scoring leaders tonight, let's start with the Lady Red Raiders. They get 6 points each from Tessa Seaberger, Kinsey Underwood, 5 points from Sydney Hefty, 4 each from Gwendolyn Schwein and Emma Faulkner. They get 3 points from Ashley Fayola, 2 points from Aubrey Alexander, and 1 free throw in from Amanda Luthi in this ball game. Again, they were led by 6 points each from Tessa Seaberger and Kinsey Underwood. Seaberger against Chapman last week in their win, their only win of the season, 50-50, had 26 points. She has scored big numbers all year long. Clay Center really made it difficult for her to get shots away, and all 6 of her points coming in the first half of tonight's ball game. The Lady Tigers balanced again. 7 different players score, 15 for Hannah Ferguson. I had her unofficially with 11 rebounds to go along with that, so a double-double for the 6-foot junior. She is just growing and growing. She had 9 first-half points, 15 for the game. Lauren Lane, 10 first-half points. She finishes with 13, and I had her unofficially for 6 rebounds. Again, those are very unofficial on the rebounding numbers. Then you get 6 points each from Addie Mullen and Sid Calloway. 4 points, Allie Wright-Frederick, who hit the only three-pointer of the ball game. 2 points also from Erin Hamill. 3 points from Haley Franson on that three-point play late. So, again, everybody contributing for the Lady Tigers, and they win at 49-31. 5-0 for the Lady Tigers, 1-4 now for Wamego. The Red Raiders drop to 0-2, or 1-1 in league play. The Lady Tigers are 2-0 in the North Central Kansas League. 49-31 your final. Lady Tigers get it done here on the road against Wamego. Now Tiger boys basketball getting set to go. They take on state-ranked Wamego. We'll have that pregame coming up next.
Think for a moment about all the high school youth who not only excel in academics, but also are successful athletes. It's not a coincidence. These student athletes possess the attributes of self-motivation, determination, and willingness to work hard. They shine on the court and in the classroom, and Clay County National Bank is proud to support them. I'm Emma Gurton, and on behalf of the entire staff, we wish the Tigers every success this season. We're Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
Win 1 for the Clay Center Tigers came last week in a nail-biter down the stretch, holding on to win at 41-40 over the Riley County Falcons. Now the Tigers head back into NCKL play against state-ranked Wamego. Tiger pregame is here, being brought to you tonight by Farmers Union Insurance, Jim Gearhan agent. Stay tuned. Our pregame talk with Coach Drew Gruber is headed your way next.
Hey Tiger fans, the lights are on, the team is ready, and the coaching staff has put together a successful game plan for tonight's game. Have you thought about your insurance game plan? This is Jim Gearhan with Farmers Union Insurance. Let us help put together a game plan for all your insurance needs. We cover everything from cars, trucks, boats, and motorcycles to homes, combines, and businesses. We can even help insure your retirement. Stop by and see us at 426 Lincoln Avenue, downtown Clay Center, a proud supporter of Tiger Athletics.
Back on Tiger pregame and joined now by Coach Drew Gruber. The Tigers coming off their first win of the season. And, Coach, congrats on the first Tiger victory. As we talked before coming on, it was interesting down the stretch, but you guys found a way to hang in there.
Well, thank you. It was a good game for us, and we had some guys step up and hit some big shots at the end of the game there in the fourth quarter. Nate kind of got us started there with that half quarter at the end of the third, and then him and Mason both hit some outside shots that really helped us push up a lead there, about 8 points into the fourth quarter. And, we found a group of guys that was playing well and attacking their zone there at the end of the fourth quarter, in the fourth quarter, and I just left them. I figured if it's not broke, there's no reason for me to try to fix anything, and we left them in there and let them play. And those guys did a nice job. But yeah, if we could hit some layups, we did some good things offensively and got layups and missed them, and then also missed some free throws down the stretch as well. If we do that, we win fairly easy probably, but we made it interesting at the end. But it's a good game for us to be in. Being a tight game like that, and I think we learned some things from it. Have some guys that haven't been in those situations too much, and so I think it was a good learning experience for us, and obviously, like you said, a very good win for us.
You guys had some real electricity going, and it was great to see the emotion and the guys wanting to win. And that may sound a little silly, but when you're having trouble, sometimes you can shy away from going for it. The thing I really liked about you guys, when Nate hit that shot, Mason knocked out a big one, I think there was a defensive stop even, you could just see the group come together with some real emotion, wanting to go forward in the game.
Yeah, and it's one thing we talk about, I've talked about on the show, is we don't care what the scoreboard says. We've got to play hard. Guys got to make plays, especially in those type of games. Can't be afraid to step up and take shots and get stops on the defensive end. And like I said, the guys, that group of guys we got in there, we kind of found something. And the main thing is we did hit some shots. We finally hit some open shots that we were really kind of getting all game long. But, those guys, and we told them at half, don't be scared just to step in and be ready to shoot if you're a shooter, and attack their zone. And the shots started falling there in the fourth. So, I think it was a good team win. We had some different guys step up and make shots, and Parker Folks probably played as well as anybody that night. And Parker's just a guy that as you know, plays hard every possession, does exactly what we ask as coaches. Good teammate and great team player, and he stepped up and did some good things for us as well. So good team win, and very, very proud of the way the guys played down the stretch.
Yeah, good leadership. I would throw into that mix as well from those guys that just found a way to make it happen. 41-40. You said that lead got up to 8 during the fourth quarter, and then Riley County did make it very interesting. Good win for you guys to get the Falcons now back into league play tonight, Coach, and you take on a Red Raider team that's state ranked. They're 4-0, and they've got two guys that can really score the basketball.
Yeah, they sure do, and watching on film, they're good of players as we've seen all year long. The Blaine kid can really stroke it from outside, but yet he's also able to take it to the basket and finish in close. So we've got to do a really good job. We're definitely going to key on those two guys. We're going to try to do our best to shut those guys down and make someone else beat us tonight. And, if we can hold those guys in check and hopefully keep it close and then maybe have a shot to win it at the end, it's kind of our game plan going in. We also want to offensively kind of have our offense help our defense by working the ball side to side and trying to work for a really good shot. Maybe take a little bit more time off of the clock, and that way, if they don't have the basketball, they can't score. So, if we can take care of the ball on offense and work the ball and get the shot we want, that's going to just help us on the defensive end.
I know you guys have worked hard. You've talked about that. We see it happen on game nights. It's got to put a little bounce in a step, though, to come off a win. Guys, at regardless of what level or age, need a little payoff for the work, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, you can't keep sitting there. The moral victory is, I guess, and I see them working hard every day, and they are improving. And, we've played some really good teams here to start the season. And but yeah, it is nice to finally get a win, and we can show them on film some things that we did here and there that are good. But yeah, winning is definitely puts a little pep in their step, I think.
Well, it was a fun one last Tuesday, and then, of course, Friday had to push the game back to tonight, so we'll close out 2016 on the road against the Red Raiders. Coach, go get them tonight.
All right, thanks, Rocky.
Back with more on pregame in just a moment.
Santa has a list of trade-ins, and he knows that Glaven Ford of Clay Center is going to give him a great deal on them. Trade-ins are worth more to us, and you won't go wrong with our quality vehicles. Like this 2015 F-150 Crew Cab Lariat four-wheel drive for $46,995, or this 2012 F-350 Diesel Hydrobed for $28,995. We'll do our best to fill your wish list as long as you're on the nice list. We are Glaven Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life.
As the holidays draw closer, we all need to take a moment to truly think about what we're thankful for. What is it that makes our hearts excited? What puts a smile on our face? The answers are different for everyone, and at United Bank and Trust, you come to our mind. We are grateful for our customers. We are excited for the opportunity to serve you, and we are extremely proud of the financial services we provide that helps you along the way. Best wishes for the holidays from United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, my name is Carl Dickinson, CEO of Central Valley Ag Cooperative. As another year draws to a close, I would like to extend my sincere thanks for your business. Our success at Central Valley Ag is a result of our member owner support, board of directors' vision, and our employees' dedication to great customer service. On behalf of Central Valley Ag, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We look forward to working with you in 2017.
Central Valley Ag, embracing the cooperative spirit to deliver value to our members.
Hi, this is Jason Hall with TSI Kansas Incorporated, your local over-the-road trucking company based right here in Clay Center. John, Sandy, and I feel very fortunate during our first year as the new owners of TSI Kansas to have had the community's support and patronage. We want to take a moment to say thank you. From our families to yours, we want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Clay Center Tiger Basketball on KCLY is brought to you in part by Oldie Seed Farms, Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, Twin Valley, Subway of Clay Center, The Farmers Cooperative, United Bank and Trust, Midwest Products of Lynn, Washington, Hanover, and Clay Center, Central Office Service and Supply, and CS Precision Ag Incorporated of Clifton.
It has been a remarkable year at CS Precision Ag, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for us. I'm Colton Solomon, and on behalf of our Ag team, Callie, Travis, and Clayton, we're taking this opportunity to acknowledge those who have helped us shape our business. Thank you for giving us the chance to do what we enjoy. It has been a privilege working with you, and we'll continue to be your partner in the new year for a successful crop season in 2017. Have a safe and happy holiday from our team at CS Precision Ag.
At Subway, we find that sometimes less can be just so much more. Like our thick-cut oven-roasted carved turkey with no artificial preservatives or flavors. Both good things to have less of. Which brings out more... This is amazing! And more... So good! Thanks to our new full-flavored autumn carved turkey sandwich. Topped with sliced cheddar and our all-new sweet cranberry mustard sauce. Our 9-gram wheat bread. A big new flavor from Subway that'll keep you coming back for... more. Limited time only.
A sense of community is a feeling that people have of belonging, a feeling that they matter to one another, and a shared faith that their needs will be met through their commitment to each other. At Union State Bank, you matter to us in our community. That's why we offer a wide range of loans to help you achieve your dreams. From home loans, agricultural loans, business loans, and more, we're here to help you succeed. We're in this together, and you belong here in our hometown proud community. Union State Bank, member FDIC, and Equal Housing Lender.
Ah, fall, the perfect time of year to catch a football game, get in some good hunting, and enjoy the cool weather. It's also the perfect time to talk to your local Valley dealer about the Valley Certified Maintenance Program. You can count on the pros at Valley to keep your center pivots, corners, or linears running. A small investment can pay big dividends at next season's harvest time. Call your local Valley dealer to schedule your maintenance program today. Valley, the leader in precision irrigation.
See Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
Again, we bring you back to Wamego, just about set for the boys matchup here on a tip-off Tuesday, the final night of this 2016 portion of the season. Clay Center Tigers and Wamego Red Raiders about set to go. Starting lineups will be coming up in just a moment or two. The Tigers come in, of course, off their first win of the season. As you heard Coach Gruber talk about just finding a way down the stretch, had a group that really seemed to have things going together and working against that Riley County zone, making good things happen. They didn't hit some shots they wanted to down the stretch, but they did put themselves in position and then finish with that 41-40 victory on Tuesday night. This evening they take on a really good Wamego Red Raider team, state-ranked and rightfully so, sitting at 4-0 on the year. Anthem will be coming up here in just a moment, then we'll get into our starting lineups from Wamego. Tip-off Tuesday continues with pregame and the lineups coming up after these.
Hello, my name is Carl Dickinson, CEO of Central Valley Ag Cooperative. As another year draws to a close, I would like to extend my sincere thanks for your business. Our success at Central Valley Ag is a result of our member-owner support, board of directors' vision, and our employees' dedication to great customer service. On behalf of Central Valley Ag, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We look forward to working with you in 2017.
Central Valley Ag, embracing the cooperative spirit to deliver value to our members.
The L's are looking over your Christmas list, and they're checking our inventory here at Glaven Ford of Clay Center. They're going to make some people happy this year, and it just might be you. All 2016 Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cabs and all 2016 Ford Expeditions are $11,000 off. Our sales staff are friendly and knowledgeable, and they're ready to put a new or pre-owned vehicle under your tree. We are Glaven Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life. Rebates are subject to change. Any additional rebates may be available to qualified customers.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
You work hard to earn your cash. You shouldn't have to work hard to get a cash back rebate. Now you don't have to with the Titan Stash Your Cash program. Save instantly when you purchase American-made Titan Goodyear farm tires now through December 31st. No forms to fill out, no phone calls to make. Just stash your cash. See your Farmers Cooperative Tire branch today for complete details.
Investing in our owner's success. Farmers Cooperative.
Starting lineups for tonight's basketball game. Let's start with the Wamego Red Raiders here at home. They sit at 4-0, 1-0 in league play for Coach Troy Hemphill. They will start with Dylan Blaine, 20.3 points a contest for the 6'2 senior. Sean Nordberg, 21.8 points, 11.3 boards for the 6'3 senior. So obviously things run through those two guys, Blaine and Nordberg. Then you have Jacob Land, 6 foot, the senior. Matt Keller, a 5'8 junior, and Alex Beck, a 5'10 sophomore. For the Clay Center Tigers, they'll start like this. It'll be Nate Livey outside, 5.3 points a contest, almost 6 boards a game for the 6-foot junior. Where's number 2? Anthony Atkinson-Enneking. He is averaging at 14-plus a game on the season, 6-plus boards. He is at 1.5 blocks per game as well, a 6'5 junior. Where's number 10? Mason Allberg, big second half last week against Riley County with the 2 big three-pointers. He's averaging 2.5 a game, a 6'4 senior. Where's number 21? Gavin Seabold, starting in place of Connor Last, who is still out through the break. They hope to have him back. Maybe a cracked bone in that elbow, but hope to get him back after the Christmas and New Year's break when they begin in 2017. So Gavin Seabold, who really crashes the board so hard down inside, a 6-foot junior, 2.5 points a game and almost 5 rebounds a contest. And Parker Boats, coming off the 11-point performance on Tuesday against Riley County, really led them in the first and second half with a balanced attack. A 6-foot senior, he's averaging 6 points a game. He wears number 32. Again, the Tigers will start like this. Livey, Atkinson-Enneking, Allberg, Seabold, and Boats. And for Wamego, it will be Blaine, Land, Keller, Beck, and Nordberg. As you heard Coach Gruber say, they have got to find a way to slow down the 2 big guns and give themselves a chance in the second half and then down the stretch and then see what can happen after getting the win last week against Riley County. The Red Raiders thus far in the season are 4-0 on the year. They have had wins over Rossville 61-55, They beat Riley County 73-27. They beat Jeff West 72-50, and they got Chapman in a close one. Brendan Harris and the two Red Raiders we've mentioned, Nordberg and Blaine, had quite a shootout. It was a 56-50 final. We are set to go here in Wamego. The opening tip-off, Atkinson Inniking got a hand to it. It's loose for a second, then Dylan Blaine ends up with it, but it's taken away by Nate Leiby. Leiby in the backcourt, pressured immediately by Jacob Land. Leiby goes left and deep. Tigers have possession here to start the ball game on this tip-off Tuesday. Atkinson Inniking with it. Spins his way toward the paint. Pull-up jumper mid-lane. Off glass, no. Tip up, no. Parker Folks takes it strong. Can't get the roll. Gets it again. Folks inside. And Big Daddy puts the Tigers on top here early, 2-0. 2 offensive rebounds by Folks, coming off the 11-point performance last week against Riley County. Here's a drive by Land. Kick out. Right elbow is Nordberg. Dumped down inside. Shot off glass. Rattles off. The rebound to Atkinson Inniking. So the Tigers with a 2-0 lead. Alex Beck had a really good look inside and could not finish it. The Tigers bringing it back the other way. Here's Folks. Parker turns the corner, trying to go inside. Ball is loose on the ground, and it's going to be picked up by Matt Keller. And Wamego's Keller will bring it himself. Cut off by Atkinson Inniking. Left and deep. Now the pass goes down low, and a wide-open lay-in for Alex Beck. Tied at 2. Basketball heads the other direction in the hands of Nate Leiby, who will bring it across the timeline. Right wing is Folks. Parker against Nordberg. High post lane, or Alberg, I should say, to Atkinson Inniking, who finishes inside. Great pass. Mason Alberg with the assist. Little give off the bounce, and Atkinson Inniking finished it down inside in traffic at 4-2. Land with the jumper, no. Atkinson Inniking another rebound. The Ant-Man hands it off to Nate the Great Leiby, and the Tigers with a 4-2 lead, bring it across. Just underway here in this opening quarter. Anthony holds outside, skip pass, good catch in traffic by Leiby. Now he'll pull up, free throw line jumper, off glass and good. He banked one in from half court in the third quarter on Tuesday. He banks one here from the free throw stripe, and the Tigers have a 6-2 advantage. Blaine the drive, blocked by Atkinson Inniking, and he gets the rebound. His third carom of the game already. Leiby now pressured in the backcourt. Blaine the drive, and the Ant-Man denies. Alberg in the corner left. Lobs it to the post for Leiby. To Parker Folks. He'll take it strong in the lane. Off balance, no. Gets his own rebound again. Back up, off window. Can't get it to fall. And the rebound is brought away by Nordberg. There's got to be 4 rebounds for Folks, all on the offensive end. He got a stick-back bucket earlier. Here's Nordberg. Pull-up jumper in traffic, no good. And the 4th rebound of the game already for Atkinson Inniking. 6-2, Tigers lead it. 5:20 left to go, first quarter. Leiby walks it across. Now to Atkinson Inniking, a screen coming from Folks. Anthony turns the corner left all the way to the window and good against Dylan Blaine. Atkinson Inniking has 4. The Tigers lead by 6, 8-2. Keller walks it across the midcourt stripe. Alberg out on him. To Jacob Land. Top of the key now given to Alex Beck. Back outside. Keller wants the 3. 2 Tigers collided with each other. Beck pulls the trigger just inside the arc, and he gets the bucket down. Keller's got his first point. It's Beck, I think, to Keller on that shot. And now the Tigers turn it over on a pass down the right sideline. It's 8-4. Clay Center by a couple of buckets while Wamego gets possession back. Alberg and Atkinson Inniking had collided in the lane on the defensive end. That's what allowed Keller to get open. He knocked down the 16-footer. Blaine now against Leiby. Dribble drive, now drops it off down low. Nordberg slides inside. He's fouled, and a chance at a 3-point play for Sean Nordberg. 8-6, Tigers' 6-point lead now is down to 2, and at the free throw line will be Nordberg trying to convert an old-fashioned 3. Nordberg at 6'3", almost 22 points a game and over 11 rebounds a contest for the senior. Free throw is up and rattles in. It's a 1-point ball game. The Tigers do lead it by that